Darius McCrary made his film debut in the 1987 comedy Big Shots. However, his most popular role to date has been Eddie Winslow on the super successful sitcom Family Matters.
As days go by. Hey, that's my jam right there.
He's one of a handful of actors who have made a smooth transition from child star to veteran actor. But unfortunately, his adult years have exposed how much of a hot, stankin' mess he truly is.
Bestie, you so damn messy. You didn't have to hocker like that on the hot mess. But the besties like that though, well, some of them do. Some of them is just, a little picky and sensitive, but that's okay. We love all y'all.
Today, we'll be diving deep into all the tomfoolery he continues to get involved with, including his most recent arrest. But before we jump into it, don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of Applewood smoked bacon jerky, freeze-dried goodies, and butter toffee peanuts. To give you some better insight into this hoodickery, we have to take you back to 2005, when Darius fell in love with a Las Vegas showgirl named Juliette Vaughn. According to the Sun website, after just 4 months of dating, they got married in December 2005.
Oh, this is gonna end well. Said nobody ever. Child.
5 weeks after becoming husband and wife, their marriage was over. However, he and Juliette remained cordial. With his whirlwind marriage behind him, Darius seemed ready to move on. But just as things started to quiet down, a rumor spread online like wildfire. In 2006, a gossip website posted a blind item about an unnamed actor from a popular black sitcom who was deliberately spreading HIV.
Say what now? Girl, I know you lying.
And then the website said screw the blind item and shared an email from a woman who identified herself as Darius's ex-girlfriend. The woman stated she discovered Darius was infected with the virus after finding medication in one of his cabinets. A columnist for AOL Black Voices decided to shut down the rumors once and for all and reached out to Darius directly. He was quick to set the record straight, calling the story completely false and saying he knew exactly who started it. Darius was sure it wasn't his ex-wife Juliette, since the two remained friends, but he believed a scorned ex-girlfriend was behind the lie. Choosing not to dwell on it, he said, "I don't want to give the person too much energy who did it, but it's definitely a bunch of bull." Moving on from that situation, he started knocking boots with a woman named Elizabeth. She got pregnant and gave birth to a baby boy named Zachariah. It's unclear if Darius and Elizabeth ever had a proper relationship, but by the time his son was born, Darius had already moved in with his new girlfriend, video vixen Corinne Steffens, also known as Superhead. Corinne is known for claiming to have hooked up with several high-profile men in the entertainment industry, including Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown? I know you lying.
According to Darius, Bobby tried to warn him to stay away from her, but instead, Darius and Corinne got married in 2009.
This man love making bad decisions, don't he? Don't he? Stay making a bad decision.
Corinne told Vlad TV that she, her son from a previous relationship, Darius, and Darius's son Zachariah became the perfect blended family. But things got messier than one of Steve Urkel's science experiments.
Did I do that?
During a heated argument, Corinne claimed Darius put his hands on her and beat her with a belt in front of her son, who was 12 at the time. In a separate incident, she claimed he put his hands around her neck and shoved her into a car in front of a Los Angeles hotel.
Eddie Winslow would never. No, he wouldn't. I don't believe none of this.
In December 2010, she was granted a restraining order, and Darius was ordered to stay 100 yards away from her. Oh, and they ended their marriage as well.
No, really? You don't say. Child.
As he dealt with the fallout from his second divorce, he also had to deal with custody issues. He was initially granted joint custody of his son Zachariah, who lived with Darius in Los Angeles during the school year and with his mother Elizabeth in Michigan for the summer. But in 2010, Elizabeth asked the court for a modification of their custody agreement. In her complaint, she argued that Darius was trying to alienate her from their son. She claimed that not only did Darius avoid responding to her parenting time requests, but there were instances when Darius had their son living with random family members, which was a violation of their custody agreement.
Let me guess. He dropped the kid off at the grandmama house, didn't he? You ain't got to tell me, girl. I already know.
Because Darius's actions were found to have a significant impact on their son's well-being, the custody agreement was revised in 2013. Elizabeth was granted primary custody during the school year, while Darius would have his son during the summer. While all this was going on, Darius married Harlem Globetrotters basketball player Tammy Bronner in 2014.
Why do you women keep marrying this man? Is he packing or something? He got to be packing. He must have a dang-a-la.
Too bad the happy times didn't last long. The following year, in March 2015, after failing to pay $5,500 in back child support for his son Zachariah, a judge gave him two options: either make the payment or get locked up for 14 days. And guess what, besties? Darius decided to go to jail.
This ninja.
Upon his release, he took to Twitter to write, "All I'm trying to do is raise my son." You already know Black Twitter tore straight into his behind, and Darius wasn't pleased about getting dragged all over the internet. He posted a follow-up tweet that read, "I've spent all my career in Hollywood and have never been arrested once. I fly into Oakland County to resolve issues and you guys got jokes?"
Yeah, we do.
He didn't stop there, though. He released a string of tweets defending himself, including one where he wrote, "If they did it to Dr. King, who am I?"
Boy, if you don't sit your black ass down somewhere, comparing yourself to Dr. King, sit down.
Weeks later, he was back in court to fight for full custody of his son. According to online sources, Darius told the court his son was scared to return to his mom's house in Michigan because her new partner was allegedly putting his hands on him. Oh, baby. According to Darius, his son became hysterical when it was time for him to fly from Los Angeles back to Michigan. Police were called to the airport, and Darius said the officers told him he could keep his son in California. And this caused Elizabeth to file an emergency motion in Michigan, accusing Darius of breaching their parenting agreement. As a result, a warrant was issued for his arrest. After a court hearing, the judge ruled the child had to be returned to Michigan so the case could be handled properly. Elizabeth flew out to Los Angeles and met Darius at the Hollywood police station to regain custody of their son. Through the years, he and Elizabeth continued to battle over custody, and they even dragged Corinne into the mix. Corinne joined forces with Elizabeth and swore under oath that she once witnessed Darius hit the child with a spoon. According to TMZ, Corinne later admitted she lied under oath because she was hurt and upset about their divorce.
Oh, lying heifer, now see.
He and his wife Tammy found out they were expecting a baby, and Tammy claimed that after notifying the Harlem Globetrotters of her pregnancy, she was fired. She later filed a suit against them, which was later dismissed. Being unemployed was the least of her concerns, though. When she was 8 months pregnant, she claimed Darius threw a cell phone at her.
What the hell is wrong with this man?
She headed straight to court and obtained a temporary restraining order against him.
Good for her.
But they remained married.
Oh, never mind. I take that back. Take it back. Take backsies.
He and Tammy welcomed their daughter Zoe in October 2015, and things continued to go downhill for the couple. TMZ reported that Tammy made several claims about Darius's destructive and unstable behavior. Court documents were also filed, stating he used substances and drank heavily on a regular basis. She also accused him of holding their daughter over a pot of boiling water when she was 8 or 9 months old. Darius's lawyer clapped back by stating that Tammy's goal was to get money from Darius since she didn't have a job and needed cash. They finally decided to go their separate ways, but their divorce battle lasted for 2 years, and they were both granted restraining orders against each other.
Oh, this is a mess. Fix it, Jesus.
As their divorce proceedings lingered on, Darius fell on hard times. He told the court he owed $90,000 to the IRS and had an income of $462 per month. He said he was forced to move in with his auntie and uncle and claimed he could no longer afford to pay child support for his daughter, Zoe. According to the Blast website, he asked the court to lower his payments to $29 per month, and the court agreed by applying a low-income adjustment to his child support agreement.
$29 a month? What the hell she supposed to do with $29 a month? And the mama ain't got no job either. What the hell?
He was still on the hook for 50% of his daughter's health and medical costs, though. And then came more messiness. In March 2018, Tammy accused Darius of dislocating their daughter's arm. She also claimed he had been skipping his mandated co-parenting classes. In February 2019, Darius and Tammy's divorce was finalized, and Tammy was granted primary custody. Darius's financial situation had improved as well, so his child support payments were bumped up to $1,366 per month. He was also ordered to take 2 random substance tests over a 60-day period. From there, he fathered another child named Kennedy. The identity of her mother is unknown.
Can't financially provide for the children you already got, so you go out here and make another one. This ninja right here.
And that brings us to November 2023, when Darius was locked up for failure to pay close to $53,000 in back child support.
Again?
He was released on bond. In July 2024, the prosecutors filed documents claiming he still wasn't paying his child support, and they asked that his bond be revoked. A hearing was set for June 2025, but Darius failed to show up to court, resulting in a warrant being issued for his arrest.
This dummy.
His lawyer claimed Darius didn't receive the notice of the hearing until a day after it was scheduled. They said he immediately called the court to fix the situation and asked that the warrant be dropped. His lawyer also stated Darius missed his initial court hearing because he was taking care of his mother, who was recovering from surgery.
So he didn't get the notice of the court hearing, or he got it but was too busy taking care of his mama. I'm confused. Which lie is it? 'Cause I feel like both of them is lies.
And then, in October 2025, he was arrested by Border Patrol near the U.S.-Mexico border in California. His rep told TMZ the arrest stemmed from the same warrant that was issued out of Michigan for his missed court appearance related to his failure to pay child support. At his arraignment in a San Diego courtroom, Darius chose to represent himself and was talking all sorts of crazy. He reportedly told the judge he was there on special appearance. When asked to explain, Darius responded that he was specially appearing for Darius McCrary. I'm here.
Nurse, come get this man. Come get him.
As things continued to go downhill in the courtroom, the judge decided to appoint him a public defender. Darius asked to be let out on bail. However, the judge declined his request. However, Darius agreed to be extradited back to Michigan to take care of his child support matter. Authorities have 30 days to pick him up from the San Diego jail and haul him back to Michigan. At this point, it's safe to say Darius has turned his real life into one long rerun of bad decisions. From career stalls to personal chaos, he's managed to make every matter a family matter.
I see what you did there, bestie. I see. Girl.
The charm that once made audiences love him on screen can't hide the trail of confusion he's left behind off it. Somewhere along the line, Darius stopped being Eddie Winslow and became his own worst punchline. Maybe one day he'll finally get his act together. But until then, it looks like Darius will keep reminding us that not all family matters have a happy ending. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching RRG.